Hello, good morning, good evening, wherever you are listening to this. This is a Vibe Online podcast with myself, Megan, and with Karen.
Hello,
Hi, Karen.
hello.
We are on episode 14 this week. Oh, 14, what a great number to be
14. What a
on.
number.
It's amazing. Can't believe we're going for 14 weeks. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. And within this episode, it's quite a special episode because it's a huge part of what we do online. And I think it's really important that we speak about it and help people understand on why this is such a powerful aspect of what we do. And the subject is all around automation. So for me personally, I had no clue what automation even meant when I came into this. I don't know about you, Karen.
Nope, did not have a Scooby-Doo what it was. I was absolutely clueless.
And I'm like, okay, great. I can work a couple of hours a day. Right, you use adverts. What does it mean? I don't understand. So we're gonna lay it all out for you guys on this episode today and help you understand what it means and also how it's gonna like completely transform your life in the long run when you can just go about your day, sleeping, traveling, whatever you're doing, and your business just continues to run in the background. So give us a bit of your experience, Karen, on how you found the automation side of the business.
Well, do you know what? It's really funny. So those that have listened to previous podcasts and know my background a little bit, where I started in low ticket network marketing, there was zero automation. So I didn't know what it was when I started in this new business with the high ticket products. And I remember having a conversation with Lisa, and she was like, "Oh, you've got all this automation and you can run ads and it all works in the background." And I was like, What? Sorry, can you repeat that?" So I was clueless because when I was running my low ticket business, I had to constantly work. I was always there. I was always speaking to people. I was always sorting out orders, getting orders, delivering orders, doing all this work myself as well as working a full-time job. And I did kind of feel like, oh my God, I'm so burnt out with this. Like, how do people maintain this life, have a side hustle online to then hopefully one day replace your full-time job to be full-time online to get the freedom that we're all looking for? And I was just like, this is so hard. So then when I found out about the automation that we use in this business and how we run ads and how your business runs no matter where you are, whether you're at the gym, whether you're sleeping, whether you're out with your family, you're traveling, whatever you want to do, I was like, this has completely changed my whole outlook on the business. And now I get it. Now I get people coming into the business, seeing the people that have been in the business longer and how they've succeeded, and why that has been so good for them. And the fact that, they don't see it as work and a business and time consuming because it just runs in the background. So for the fact that, I can push out, I can make an ad and push it out online, and my accounts can reach up to, well, however many hundreds of thousands of people across the globe. It's just phenomenal. It's still like, it still does blow my mind a little bit today when I'm like, I wake up and I'm like, oh my goodness, my accounts reached X amount of thousands of people. I'm like, wow. So to have that in a business, which then allows you to take some time back. So I wasn't then working on my business as much as what I had to in the past, is obviously and ultimately what I'm here for, is to create the time freedom to be able to live my life, but yet still run a business and still earn money. So I think, yeah, for me to just understand the power of automation and exactly what it meant just completely changed the game for me. What about you?
I think for me, so I hadn't been in any kind of business prior to this. I had no experience in business whatsoever. I was one of these that were very much in a career loop of working 45 plus hours, commuting into London, and that commuting time was like 2 hours a day. And I was very much on the grind and it was very much taking over my life. And for me, when I heard about automation of business, I was like, what do you mean I can live my life and get those 40 hours back, 40 plus
Yeah,
hours back, not have to commute anywhere. I can be anywhere that I like, and my business just runs for me. I
yeah,
was like, wow, okay, I need to learn a lot more about this.
yeah.
Now, yes, it runs for us in the background, but of course we still need to put the work in. It's our business,
Yeah.
we've got to show up on a daily basis and be there. And why the hell wouldn't you want to? Because, when we get to share this with people and they have the same reaction as we did when they hear about this automation and it's incredible, the systems that we use, including, the automated pre-recorded training platform that we have, the one-to-one sessions, the team calls, all of this is part of that whole package,
Yeah.
because being able to bring someone in, introduce them to automation with the advertising, which is such low cost, being able to meet or grab so many people at just £5 a day
Yeah.
is just phenomenal to me. If I think of a traditional business, let's take my VA business for example. I have to put a lot of work in to get, clients and consultants and, put a lot of proposals in and network with people and do a lot of the groundwork.
Yeah.
I'm not using advertising for that, but if I was, I'm sure like it would be great and something you could do, I suppose. But when I realized that actually when a traditional business, you have to put a lot more groundwork in, like you were just saying with the low ticket stuff. And I know that there may be people listening right now that could well be in low ticket right now that are now looking for their next step forward, feeling exactly as you did, or like myself, have just been working their ass off for the past however many years, and they're like, right, I just want my time back. I just want to live my life, I want to experience life.
Yeah.
Then this is certainly the way to go for you, because that automation, put the effort in, and as Karen said, you put that advert out there and it reaches so many people
Yeah.
to then come back, like I think I was like out food shopping the other day and I looked at my phone. I had three new people that were interested in business. I was like, I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
done nothing at all. And it's just they come to you because you set them up, you create them. There's a lot of testing back and forth. We're not going to deny that, but that's part of the beauty of it as well, because you can't just have something for nothing.
Yeah.
That's not how it works. I think some people have the idea of automation like, great, I'm going to click a button and my whole business is going to be made for me and it's just going to run and I'm going to be a millionaire tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's not quite like that,
Not
but we have
quite.
incredible tools in this day and age. You really are working smarter, not harder. So being able to
Definitely.
use the current ways of like working and the internet and how phenomenal those processes are, and having those training platforms in place so that the process is you send an advert out, these individuals come and say that they are interested in starting their online business, you connect with them and then they go through the whole process of training, and then you connect with them and you help them along the way, but a lot of that process is done for you because of the incredible processes that we have in place. So yeah, I found it really eye-opening that there was actually a way to work like this, and I think a lot of people do get that surprise in the beginning, but I don't know why it surprised me, because I can see the way the world is going. You've
Yeah.
got AI, you've got the internet, we're able to connect with people on social media, hundreds of thousands of miles away and all over the world. And, this business is global as well, which is also phenomenal. You can take it anywhere with you. So, but I still found it new, and at first unusual, because it was just something different, it's just something different to what we're used to in
Yeah,
society,
very different.
doing the grind and stuff.
Yeah, and it's great, like you said, you're out shopping and you get new people coming in interested in the business. Like I woke up this morning to 10 new people in my inbox wanting information, and that was while I was sleeping. So then we have the processes in place where people come in, express an interest because they're looking for whatever reason that may be, and then we send them the web class that we've all recorded, which gives you insight into the business. I never had that in my low ticket. It's something you don't get in the corporate world. When you apply for a job, you don't get given a video to watch to learn about the position you're going to be in. And I really like that because it gives you a personal connection, but without constantly being in contact. You're
Mm.
not constantly having to send messages and make phone calls and, do the sort of typical old school way of network marketing where you would have your product, you'd go around house to house, you'd flick through the phone book and you'd be like phoning all these people. Like it doesn't happen like that anymore, and it's
And
so different.
you're not pestering friends or family either. And I think this is a huge part, especially when you tally up the low ticket versus high ticket and general traditional business. You're out there, you're putting yourself in front of people, and a lot of the time it does come down to friends and family. But with this,
Yeah,
because the automation allows you to reach people globally, and you're also able to target the people that you want to work with, which I absolutely loved. I was like, right,
yeah,
well, I am building my tribe. This is it. I'm going to be
definitely.
working with some of my best of friends, which is just like so amazing. You
Yeah,
don't get to choose that in a job or the corporate world, that we've both come from. So knowing that you don't have to pester friends and family, knowing that you don't even need a big following for this because the automation runs in the background. It's not, on your social media. You're not selling on your social media. It's all done
yeah,
in the background, which I find amazing because it means that you can just be yourself on social media. You can just be authentic. You can build your brand. You can, introduce people organically as well, which
yeah,
is another beautiful aspect of it. This is a whole round business. You can do it however, feels right for you or however that kind of journey goes for you. But knowing that it's not like this pushy sales
yeah,
stuff, like on the front end,
yeah.
was super like, okay, this is intriguing. I like the sound of this.
Yeah, and that's one thing that kind of put me off and steered me away from the low ticket. It was very much product focused on the business. I was there all the time with no automation. Where this one is, we're a people company. We have a people business. We are here to work and help people. We're not here to push a product. And like you say, not on friends and family. I've actually just had two family members message me yesterday. We're like, what is this? What is your actual business? Can you tell me a little bit more about it? Because they don't know, because I don't ever have to tell them if I don't want to. And they know I work online and that I do network marketing, but they don't know really what I do. So, and that's a big question that I certainly get with people that come to me for learning more about working online, is like they don't want their friends and family to know about this. And it's absolutely normal to have that kind of fear. I certainly had it in the beginning when I started in my low ticket. I didn't have it obviously with this one because it's not anything I needed to worry about, because nothing is on your personal socials. But also what I love is just even the automation of social media where you can schedule all your content. So when you're still working full-time jobs like me and Meg are, and you want to keep live on your socials and have content pushed out, but you work a full-time job, you can bulk batch your content for like maybe 2 or 3 days or a week, or whatever you choose, and then it goes out when you choose it to go out. And that's another thing which is great. So there's no more, like, I remember when I was in my low ticket business and they went, oh, how do you fit everything in and how do you get all this done? And I was like, well, how do you actually do it? And they're like, well, what we do is we use time, like toilet time. And I was like, what do you mean toilet time? And they went, well, when you're at work and you go for the toilet, you take your phone with you and you follow up as fast as you can and you message people and you put your content out. And I was like, oh my goodness, like really,
That's
that
really
is
stressful.
so stressful.
Can't even have a poo in peace without.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so toilet time's the new business time.
Hmm. Well, I mean, in fairness, like I feel for people
Yeah,
that are still doing stuff like this, and that's why we do exactly what we do with this podcast, and why we're on socials to help people experience, better ways.
yeah,
There are more valuable ways that can get you a return on your investment, and give you an incredible stream of income, plus the benefits of the products that we use and the community that we have, and all of the growth aspect of it, without using your toilet time to to follow up with people,
yeah,
and make sales. So
yeah.
yeah, that's major.
Yeah, it was a massive game changer for me when I went from low ticket to high ticket. And now there's maybe some low ticket companies, if any listeners are out there, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I've not been aware of any low ticket network marketing companies using sort of automation the way we do. But I guess the commission is very different as well. So whereas our commission is higher because we work with high ticket products, and low ticket products, you don't always have that budget to be able
Mm,
to put into
mm,
the automation side of things to be able to run ads. Um, but yeah,
yeah.
I every time I actually go to the toilet, and if I do have my phone with me, I'm like, do I do I just pop a couple of messages out here?
Hilarious. But it's probably not something to quieten on really, because I know that we've had people in the community that have worked their asses off. Let's take Hannah, for example. She's worked 100-hour
Wow.
weeks for work because she
Yeah,
had 3 jobs, and that actually was toilet time was her only time that she could
it
build this
was.
business. So
Yeah,
hats off to people that do that 100%. But if you have the option to use automation, it is 100% the way to go, especially with high ticket.
Yeah.
It really, really is. And like you mentioned earlier with social media, and I get the question occasionally, like, I don't think I can keep up on social media. I don't think I can do it. It's not really me. So making that aspect, that point of you can schedule everything. Like it doesn't have to be stressful for you at all.
Yeah.
You can have everything ready for you. You can start the week and you just know everything's just going to go out there and it's all congruent to you, your brand, your theme, however you want that to be. And it's just there and done for you. So, that's a great aspect of it.
Yeah, it does make life a lot easier. And I think the scary thing for me was the unknown, was coming into this business. And yeah, the automation is amazing, sounded great, but it's also that little bit of fear of, one, you've just started a business, two, you've just joined an amazing community, so you want to get, you want to dive into that and kind of get to meet everybody, but then you also have to learn the automation and how to set it up. And I was a bit like, how am I going to do all this? Because it still feels an awful lot. And the point I want to get across to those who are listening that either are in low ticket looking to come to high ticket, or have just started your high ticket journey, or even those that are just looking to get started online in general, is that everything is pretty much done for you. You just have to watch the training that we provide, which teaches you how to set up all the automation, which again, I didn't even know was there initially until I started going through the training. And I was like, oh my goodness, literally, like, watch a video, implement what it's telling me to do, and then boom, your automation's set. And that's pretty as simple as what it was, really. And I don't know any other way to describe it other than it's not anything to be fearful of. It's something that you should just dive in with 2 feet, embrace it, follow the training, get it all set up, and then your business just runs in the background.
Completely agree. And a lot of reason why we come into this is for the time freedom aspect of it.
Yeah.
So you want your time freedom, automation is 100% the way to go. If you value your time and you want your time back, setting up those adverts, letting them run in the background, and then understanding the systems, like you say, we've got step-by-step training on all of that. They're really in small chunk sizes of videos and super easy to follow. And if you need support with that, that's all within the community as well. We've got channels and ways and means that people can get support, and we have regular masterminds and things like that for all of the aspects of the business. So you're never ever alone in any of this. If it's something that you want to create for yourself and you want time freedom, like Karen and I are certainly moving towards
Yeah.
this year, then it's definitely a way to go. So I think if there's nothing more, do you have anything else that you want to share, Karen, before we
No, I think we've
wrap it
kind of
up?
covered most of the automation. Just one thing actually I was going to touch on was the whole chatbot system messages.
Oh,
So
sure, yeah.
some people, and I've certainly been in the receiving end of a message that has come from a bot. So as much as we talk about automation, most of the time when it's within our community reaching out, it's genuinely us. It's not, that's one part of the automation that some people you choose to use. I don't, and I haven't yet, and it's not a part of the automation that I've explored. And maybe that's just because I like to have the personal touch. I like to be able to speak to people.
Mhm.
And I know it does work very well for some people, but not every message you get online is from a bot. It can be from people.
Great point to make. Like, yeah, same as you, Karen. Like, I really like to just talk to people. I like to hear people's values and their goals and speak to them
Yeah,
directly. That part of the automation I haven't explored, and I don't think it will be something that I do. But it
yeah,
is good to let our listeners know that there are extra automation that if you wanted to make this business fully automated with time, then that is an option for you to take as well. So it's really good to make that point there.
yeah. So I mean, some people do go full on automation, don't they? But yeah, I certainly like the human connection and personal touch. It just makes it more real, really.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that is what we have covered, the automation certainly that we use anyway. But if anybody else, any of our listeners is using any other automation out there, then we'd love to hear what you're using and how it's working for you. How's it going?
Yeah, definitely. Would love to hear from you guys if you're using any other systems or processes, or you have automation, or you would like to learn more about the automation that we do use and work through the insight trial that we have to learn more about that, then just reach out to one of us and we can get you started with it.
Yeah, happy to share. Well, have a great day, guys, and we will be back next week with episode 15. So we hope you've enjoyed this episode. And as Meg said, reach out. We're here. We'll answer any questions and give you all the information that you're looking for if you are looking to join the business with us.
Amazing. Have a great time, guys. Speak to you soon.
Bye.